And our word for today on this Thursday after Ash Wednesday, this Thursday, February the 15th, our word for today is wishes. Wishes are our word for today, taken from our gospel reading from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 9. Jesus said to his disciples, "The Son of Man must suffer greatly and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, and be killed, and on the third day be raised." Then he said to all of them, "If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will save it. What profit is there for one to gain the whole world, yet lose or forfeit himself? What profit is there for one to gain the whole world, yet lose or profit himself or forfeit himself? What profit is there in that? What profit is there in life at all if we lose control, if we lose sight of the main thing? If we lose sight of the main thing, that is to keep our eyes focused on the Lord, that we might gain eternity by a free gift of him through our cooperation. A free gift from him, but through our cooperation. And what does our cooperation entail? Here he says it, if anyone wishes to come after me. We could look at this, if anyone desires to come after me, if anyone is committed to coming after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. For whoever wishes, whoever desires to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will save it. Brothers and sisters, this is why we are told to put on the mind of Christ, because his ways, as the scripture says, are not our ways. His thoughts are so far above our thoughts. They're as far as the heavens are above the earth. We must begin to think like him. And it's a good challenge to us. If we have a God who believes everything we believe and thinks the way that we think, we're the God, not God. If we believe in a God who challenges us to think differently than we think in and of ourselves, then that is the true God, who calls us to a higher place, who asks us to come up and think about things differently. And if we desire to serve him, if we wish to serve him, we have to lose our own lives in order to gain life with him. We have to die to ourselves in order to live with him. He makes it clear. It's not an option. He doesn't say, if you kind of die, I'll kind of save you. No, he says, if you desire to follow me, you have to take up your cross. And if you want to live, you have to die. That is the invitation that is set before us. If you want to live, you must die to yourself. You have to give up your own life in order to receive the life that I have for you. And that life is eternity, brothers and sisters. The exchange is a beautiful thing, but it is an absolute thing. If you want to live, you have to die. And how do we die? We give ourselves over to him. How do we die? A little bit at a time, for one thing. It's not usually all at once. It's a climb up a steep mountain, but the Lord gives us the grace to get there. We can't get there all at once. He gives us sufficient grace for the day. How is he calling you to die a little bit today? If you desire to serve him, he gives you the grace to do that. If your wish is to live, you've got to die. And the only way that we can do that is through service of Christ, by willing to lay our lives down, that we might live forever with him, that we might desire to be with him forever. If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. Wishes are our word for today.